Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this July 2022 Sketchbox unboxing and demo. I can't believe that we are in July and we're halfway through the summer. I mean, pretty much very soon. But let's just jump right into it. Featured on the box this month is Jiao. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but you can find him on Instagram at MUJJW. First thing I take out is the menu and the featured artist inside the box, which is none other than our very own Nikolai from the Sketchbox team. If you don't know 56 Minor, he's behind the camera of Sketchbox's YouTube channel. He gives really good tips on how to use the items in the box, and the videos are always very straight to the point and knowledgeable, which I appreciate, and his artwork is just beautiful month. But here is the start of the show, the Kuretake Gansai Tambai graphite pans. That is a mouthful, which are them in graphite violet, green, red, brown, and yellow. They retail for $16.65. And to help swatch these, I'll be using this Sketchbox signature flat shader brush in size 4, retailing for $9. I really like the bristles on this brush. It feels like it would hold water very nicely. The Kuretake pans are living up to the brand's expectations. These are very pigmented. It's one of my favorite things about this brand. It's almost the perfect consistency between gouache and watercolor. It's honestly really, really cool. And they're covered with the plastic sleeve that can easily be slipped right back on to protect the pans when not in use. I recommend to not throw them out. Next, we have this Art Graph water-soluble graphite set in 6B and 2B. They retail together for $5.56. I'm sure this will come in handy for the finer detailing and the initial sketching for the box. They dissolved pretty well, but I would suggest to use a lighter hand or use lighter marks if you want them to fully dissolve, because like any other watercolor pencil, or graphite pencil, if you push down too hard, you're not going to be able to dissolve it all. We also have a Sakura Micron brush pen in dark gray, retailing for $3.13, which I am positive will be amazing unless they come dry, which can sometimes happen, but it's not intentional. Just reach out and I'm sure you'll get a replacement, because the flow of these pens are truly chef's kiss. I really love these pens. And for our surface, we have this 4x6 Rembrandt cold press watercolor paper pad with 10 sheets, retailing for $12.95. It states to be 100% cotton. It feels very sturdy at a glance, but we'll just have to see how it does. Okay, now that the box is empty, let's go ahead and discuss my thoughts and opinions on this box while we art. Firstly, this color story gives me major fall vibes, which I'm totally for. So I thought I would do a landscape and a portrait just to have some fun. And wow, as I mentioned before, Kuretake never lets me down. These are beautifully desaturated colors, and I think they make for a very interesting medium. It kind of gives off this melancholy feeling because they're just so muted, but I honestly love that. I think it makes really interesting paintings, and it makes the paintings themselves more interesting to look at, and it's really fun to sketch and experiment with. And if you're stuck on how to use it or not sure how to approach your painting based on a vibrant reference, I would suggest throwing a filter on it or edit the picture on your phone, computer, or tablet by simply bringing down the saturation, which is what I wish I would have done for the portrait, because I think that would have really helped my brain process the color changes. The flat shader brush did its thing. I have no complaints there. I know it's tempting to bring in a big brush, but a shortcut around that is just really wet the paper or spray it down so you can get those big washes in early. The pencils were okay. They didn't make or break the box, but they're a lot more shiny than the graphite pans, which is honestly to be expected. And the Micron pen was perfect in helping create different varieties of line weight, which is one of my favorite things about brush pens, which I used to really hate because I had no control over them. But just keep practicing and you too will fall in love with the brush pens. Also, for the paper, I highly recommend always taping down watercolor paper to a stiff or rigid surface to stop the paper from warping. I mean, it's just natural, it just happens. Once the paintings were dry and I took the paint off, they were completely warp free. So that's my little tip on that, and that's pretty much it. What do you think of this box? Let me know down below. I thank you very much for joining me in this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!